Hey everybody, the Tony Buzbee show, the clown car as I have called it at points, continues. He trotted out 3 new lawsuits, but these were different. Rather than an accuser accusing Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson of some inappropriate act that there's no evidence for, Buzbee put a twist on it. He accused Watson of contacting these so-called accusers and asking them to delete their texts, and then mentioned settlement negotiations. Now, here's the thing. Buzbee has no proof. So Tony Buzbee continues a line of making up a story that includes now fashioning fibs regarding what Deshaun Watson supposedly did. All of this comes from Buzbee. There is no record of any woman actually speaking on Tony Buzbee's behalf and attaching herself to any of the lawsuits and proving her identity such that anyone can say they are the person that crafted the argument in a lawsuit. Nothing. But most notably, Tony Buzbee himself said and set up the expectation roughly 10 days ago that he would turn over evidence and affidavits to the Harris County District Attorney and the Houston Police on Monday of last week. Monday morning came and went. He did nothing. None of the media called him out on doing nothing except for the person you're listening to. And the Houston Police, which noted now on 3 occasions that Tony Buzbee never presented any evidence to them. You would say you know about the first 2 occasions. The third you're about to hear. Here is Houston Public Information Officer Keith Smith in a return call to me explaining what I told you. This is Mr. Smith.
Mr. Abraham, my name is Keith Smith. That's spelled K-E-S like Sam E, last name Smith, S-M-I-T-H. I'm a public information officer with the Houston Police Department, and I'm returning your call. To answer your question, no, we have yet to hear from Mr. Buzbee. So I think that's the kind of the yes or no answer you wanted, so there you go. Give us a call back if you have additional questions. I'm not sure that we have additional answers, but feel free to call us back.
Now, ask yourself this question. Why don't you hear this on ESPN or Pro Football Talk or Yahoo Sports or Yardbarker? Why don't those organizations, which pride themselves on being journalists and all that, bother to make a simple phone call, a simple request, and report the answer they get? Is Tony Buzbee paying for media? Again, people then go to social media and say, the women. There are no women. There is only Tony Buzbee. If you want proof of how cases like this are supposed to be handled, take a look at what Gloria Allred is doing, both with her accusations against famed actor who starred in The Social Network, and then, of course, more recently, the governor of New York, and the claims by a Grecian woman who says that, hey, he grabbed her and kissed her, and they have a photograph, and she's met with the press. You know about her story. In the case of Armie Hammer, who played in The Social Network alongside Jeffrey Eisenberg, who played Mark Zuckerberg, The woman who accused him is also a client of Gloria Allred and has also went public and talked to the press. There is a standard of presentation in this legal situation that Gloria Allred and others have established that Tony is not following. And those who say that they're part of the media are helping him not follow it. Their behavior collectively is irresponsible, completely irresponsible. And Mr. Buzbee is flirting with being disbarred. Now, I don't know Texas law as well as he does. Obviously, he thinks he can get away with this without such an occurrence. One wonders. But it's clear, more than ever, that this is a sham lawsuit without real victims, without real women clients of Tony Buzbee. It's quite clear that all this was engineered in a silly, ridiculous attempt to devalue a black quarterback, Deshaun Watson, because they didn't like that he wanted them to hire a coach that he could work with, that could excel, make him even better through scheme. Horrible. And all this in the middle, think about it, of the Derek Chauvin trial who murdered George Floyd. Can you say tone deaf? Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.